The crypto giant has got traders on the edge of their seats. Now, what do I mean by that? If you have been paying attention to the Bitcoin, you must have noticed the deep moves, the falling like a knife pattern on the Bitcoin on most of the time frames, even the higher time frames. So that means that if you are a buyer watching this video, you're buying the Bitcoin, and then you most likely will be having very heavy drawdowns that most likely you are going to be afraid of. Even if you are a seller, having to see deep moves such as this, of course, it wasn't really expected as such, but we all know the Bitcoin is volatile at the end of the day. So you are going to learn what is happening with the Bitcoin cryptocurrency, the father of all the cryptos, and of course how to take advantage of it, right? So my name is Tolu of CSAFOREX, Common Sense Approach to Forex Trading, and of course we're going to be talking about how to make money from the business of trading. A quick disclaimer for you: you are here because you want to make money, but also please note that you would also be having losses. You need to ensure that your losses are well minimized, and of course your profits are well maximized. So if you look at this monthly time frame, let's start from the monthly time frame and then work our way down to opportunities from the lower time frame. Taking a trade off the monthly or weekly simply means that your stop loss is going to be large, and we need to work on our risk to reward ratio. We need to ensure that our reward is high enough. So if you look at what's happening, we've had this boxed out area for a while now on monthly time frame, and then we had this trend line which now has been broken. The good thing about this breakout now is that you can see it broke out from the monthly candle with a big bearish run, and this is just the 10th of May. It's not even the middle of May yet. So this candle for this month, as big as it is it going to extend all the way down to break out of this 30k? I very much doubt that. It might probably stay around here, right? But then on the lower time frames there might be more action that will be seen. Now don't also forget that we have this area here around the 18k 19k as untested. You can see the big breakout candle, so this is untested as support. So we should be expecting price to get back to 18k, right? Now that is from the monthly time frame. On the weekly time frame, things are getting a bit clearer, where we had the double top, we had the fake out over here, and then from the fake out over here you can see we had the pin bar. Yeah, we had a pin bar that started it all. This is a pin bar, a hammer, and then it went all the way down. As it was going down, it ended up forming pattern of bearish flag. We had a bearish flag over here, and then now it did what? It broke out nicely last week, and then we had this here for this week. Today is the second day of the new week, and this is what has tested the 30k marker. From this 30k marker, you see from the past, from 2021, right, we had this area here as support, a bunch of support here. Now as it's approaching this, most likely we should still have buyers presence over here. So most likely we might have some little sideways. I'm expecting exhaustion as well before hopefully breaking out, right? It could as well bounce from here, right? But of course majorly we're going to be following the prevailing trend, which is to the downside. So if it breaks out to the downside here, then we look for a pullback here to the 30k, which should now act as resistance, and we drop down to that 18k 19k area of interest, which is yet to be tested as support. Mind you, if you look very well, we have this form of consolidation here, and price loves going back to consolidations, right? That's one thing you should always know. So from here, this is what we're expecting from the weekly time frame. So you now must be asking yourself, okay, great, Tolu, so how do I jump in? How do I get an entry in this Bitcoin bearish move? Let's drop down to 4 hours and then maybe the hourly time frame. You can see the lower the time frame we drop, the clearer things are getting, where we have some form of support, yet to be tested as resistance, and then we had this mini support yet to be tested as resistance as well. That means that for me, what I would like to see, I would like to see a pullback to the 35 stroke the 37k area, where I will be patiently waiting. As I'm patiently waiting, I'm sure there are a lot of bearish traders. Excuse me. I'm sure there are a lot of bearish traders also waiting at these areas of interest in order to jump in. Now, for this is what we have on the 4 hours time frame, which is pretty much similar on the hourly time frame, as you can see. One thing I want you to also take note of is that we also had this gap that occurred from market open, and the gap also confluences with this 35k area. So one thing about gaps also that you need to know is that gap traders are always looking forward to close that gap. I repeat, gap traders are always looking forward to close this gap. So that means that there's going to be pressure to the upside, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of faders, martingale type of traders over here. Even if it dips down a bit, they'll still be adding to their buy positions to take it back up. So looking at the 35k stroke the 37k is very, very key, right, for this week and maybe even next week as well. So that's what I have for you, just a quick one on the Bitcoins and updates, talking about what's happening with the father of all cryptos, based on the fact that with the recent volatility, it has got traders on the edge of their seats. So I want to say thank you for watching. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Also like and comment below if you have any questions. And if you want to learn some more for free, there are links in the description below for the free 3 days weekly training and also the free Sunday webinar, where you can learn a whole lot from scratch. If you are a beginner to the business of trading, whether you want to trade the forex market or you want to trade the crypto market or stocks, anything, when you know how to trade, then you can trade any financial market of your choice. And of course, there's also a membership area. The link will be in the description as well, and you can join for a token where you get to see trade setups and you get to grow as a trader. Thank you. It has indeed been a pleasure. Do enjoy the rest of the day and trade safely, please. Ensure your stop loss is in place, because Bitcoin indeed is a mover, so you don't have major drawdowns. Thank you guys. Enjoy your day and God bless.